We're live, it says. Is it really small? Hello? Does it look really small?
It says we're live, but it hasn't. Oh, here we go. Hey, everybody.
Hey, everyone. How's it look, though? Does it look tiny?
Oh, here we go.
Oh, no, it looks normal. Okay. Hey, everyone. How's it look, though? Does it look tiny?
Oh.
Okay. Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay. Now, everything looks normal, right? It's not...
Everything looks normal. Let's go.
Okay. Well, I have to make sure. I can't just, like...
I love Krista. I've been telling her it looks normal the whole time.
Well, it doesn't, you guys. You don't understand it. She doesn't understand that it does not look normal. It's on my side. It's really small. It's half the size as usual. I can't see our faces. I can't see the ticker. I don't know that we're live. I can't see anything. So she keeps trying to say that, but I'm trying to fix it. But anyway, so this is Whose Side Are You On? We're live on Facebook, live on Twitter, live on YouTube, and it looks like we are behind. We are...
Well, it's always about 30 seconds behind.
Okay, well, can't watch that then. That's really pissing me off.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I shut that off. Okay, so, yeah, originally we were going to do Teresa and everybody else, and then I watched this stupid episode. And then
It was great.
Well, no, I mean, all right, then I watched the episode, and I was like, yeah, what are we doing? We got to do something else. Well, yeah. You suggested it, and then I watched it. And and then that was it. Yeah, so we're doing Marge and Jennifer. So
I love Marge and Jennifer. This one is deep for me.
So, well, whose side are you on?
I'm actually I see both sides. I think I'm more on Marge's side, but it's different. But I'm Marge. Kind of a little bit on Jennifer's though, and it kills me to say that I'm not.
Yeah. Well, I have to say I'm actually on Marge's side because I can't
agree.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I see. Well, tell me your side. Tell me what you think first.
Okay. So I kind of went for Jennifer has been making digs for years. Even though she said she hasn't. Literally, she came on the scene. Yes, Marge does talk about her affair a lot. As somebody who's been cheated on, don't particularly like that. But she did come on the scene. She went right for Marge. She not only went for Marge, she went for Marge's mother. So when you go for somebody's mother, all holds, everything's out. That's what I say. If you go for somebody, they get to come for you. And Marge waited to come for her. She didn't come for her, and this rumor was out there. I mean, even I had heard of the rumor before, so it was out there. And she waited a couple seasons, and then Jennifer kept going for her, kept going for her friends. She went for Jackie. When she went for Jackie, it wasn't even about Marge at that point. She went to protect her friend, and that's decided because she went to protect her friend, and if that ain't Jersey, I don't know what is.
I know, and that's why, that's exactly why I feel like Jennifer, see, I just don't like Jennifer, period, so I'm never going to be on Jennifer's side with anything, but, she's still trying to compare both rumors, as it's when she said, oh, Andy, did you mean to say that it was the same thing? She's still trying to compare her rumor to the other rumor when her rumor's true, and the other one's a made-up rumor. And after that, I'm just shut up. You just don't, that doesn't make any sense. Because there was no rumor out there to begin with. And her thing isn't a rumor, it's truth. It's not a rumor if it's true.
That's true. Definitely not a rumor.
Right? And then, Marge is sitting there, and she's just going for Marge. Because you know that Teresa is going for Marge, so Jennifer's going to go for Marge because she's Teresa's lapdog. I don't know if I said this on here or I said this somewhere else. No, I said this privately, but Teresa and Louie, I feel Louie and Louie, oh my God. Louie and Jennifer are Teresa's lapdogs now. That's what it feels like. And if they said, they waited for Teresa to leave, and they're like, Jennifer, you don't have to act like this. You don't have to do everything she says. You don't have to act as evil as she does. or you don't have to do her dirty. I don't know, but
yeah.
Jennifer said nothing, and it's like that just serves to show you, like she literally, and then like again, she acts up for the camera when the reunions come on. So again, no, I'm not on your side, Jennifer. Like you're stupid. You're acting stupid.
Now, in the other side, though, I can see this affair was not just about her; it was about her children. Like she was not bringing it out for her children's sake, and as a human being, that touches you. So I do see her side on that. That's why she got so emotional. I do think she should have taken some fault. Hi, Terry. I'm so excited to see Terry. Sorry, I got distracted by Terry.
I know.
Anyway, so Jennifer does have a side there. Like she didn't want this to come out because of her kids. She didn't lie when it did come out, so we know she's an honest person in that way because she went, yeah, he did it. So you got to give her credit for that. And I really do think that she tried to make connections this year. She is different when Teresa is around. But during the reunion, there was one little part where when they did I know we're not at that point, but the fat shaming thing, Jennifer did say Teresa did do it. Oh, Jennifer will find out the truth about Teresa when Teresa turns on her. Ooh, she eventually will, just like she did for Dolores. Narcissists only care about themselves. Thank you. I don't mispronounce your name. Jubilee. If I mispronounce it, can you put the actual pronunciation in the comments and I will say it correctly, and I apologize.
I totally agree because like we said, and then eventually somebody, like she's not going to have anybody left. And then look who she has though. I mean like Louie, yeah, but like Jennifer, like you just met Jennifer a couple of years ago. Like
I know.
You can't really depend on that. You can't. How do you even call somebody a friend? It takes like years to call somebody a real friend. You know that as an adult.
Yeah.
You learn that crap as an adult. That like you know who your friends are, and then when you're an adult, it's the people that have been there for like your half of your life or your whole life, or the people that you know. Well, yeah, the people that you know. Like I said this before, that like. I'll say it again. Like it doesn't. Time means nothing because like I've noticed that like the people I've had more people hear from me in the last year that I met in the last year than people that were here for my life for 20 years. But like Jennifer's not loyal because she's like she likes Teresa. She's loyal because that's where her money is. That's who keeps her on the show.
But Jennifer doesn't need the money. That's the part that everybody says that I never understand.
She needs the fame for her head.
Okay, fame. The fame I get because Bill makes
money confused. Some people need both, and some people aren't happy with one or the other. I mean, usually fame with money, but like most people, like Jennifer gets confused. Like you don't need fame to have money. You can be happy. I feel like I'm not looking at the camera because this webcam's all weird. Sorry, guys. I can't sit still. Like it's just really strange.
Ah, you look good.
It just looks so different. But anyway, like.
Now, through the season, were you on more Jennifer or more Marge's side?
I'm never on Jennifer's side. I ain't never on Jennifer's side. I just know because I don't. All right. Well, listen. At first, I didn't like Jennifer. Well, I can't say this. I didn't like what Marge, whoever did that to Jennifer because of her children. That I did not like. That was horrible. But like Andy said, if you have something to hide, do not go on a reality show, or do not go on Housewives. You have to divulge everything. So at that point, they should have known that eventually this is going to come out, and it was coming out for years, and she was denying it. But like, if you have something to hide, don't go on a reality show. If you like your friends, don't go on a reality show. If you want to remain family, don't go on a reality show.
Yeah. Well, I know it's off subject, but when the show started, were you on Joe's or Teresa's side in that argument in the back?
Oh, Joe, Gorga. Wait, you mean with who?
Between Joe and
just
Teresa.
In general, the way he's being treated?
Yeah, just the argument in general.
Joe, absolutely.
I think that was
yeah, Joe and Melissa, because with that, like Jennifer, first of all, Jennifer got that crooked comment from a CUNT, I can't say her name, but from her mouth, coming from her husband on the show. That's where she got that crooked comment from. So that's where she got that from. She's just, all she did was hearsay something. It was not even true. And that comment's been explained, and that's all. But Teresa should have said, do not call my brother crooked. What's wrong with you? Like, yeah. And I don't care if it went down this whole thing. I don't I don't care about a rabbit hole of excuses and receipts on why they all said this about. Like, I don't care if that was your last thing, but that's still Teresa's brother. You're still trying to be Teresa's lapdog. Like, but like Joey says, you have some, like Joey says, like family, family, family. No, Teresa, like you are not about family. You're not, Louie's not your family. Louie's family's not your family. Not now. Not yet.
Yeah.
And, oh, yeah, like her still not talking to Dolores. I mean, they didn't really even go much into Teresa this much. Well, I guess except for after the Joe stuff. But, like, you know, did you see how vicious she, like, I just can't get over her viciousness. I really hope that Marge gets now that Teresa is not her friend. Teresa does not like her. She's never going to be her friend again. And she obviously has, you know, she had that thing with Danielle, having her pull her hair. And we should have known that. But then I really didn't understand, like, why Teresa was being so. I thought it was just her equating everybody to this rumor. But she's ready to bite she's really ready to fight. She is ready to fight Marge. She can't take literally anything that said. She wants to blame Marge for everything. Like, anything she can. She's like, you did it. You did it. It's probably this effing bitch. It's probably this effing bitch here. F this bitch here. Like, oh my God. I'm like, Teresa, you are like, but it's just so obvious. She doesn't like Marge. And I really hope Marge stops saying, I wish you're being your friend, because don't be her friend anymore. It doesn't work. Like, it didn't work this way. Like, and I don't, like I said, I really kind of don't believe that Marge was doing it because she cared in the beginning. Like, but I hope by now she really, like, realizes that she's not going to be her friend ever again. And it's like, if she talks to her after this, no way. She called her effing this and effing that the entire time. And her husband. Calling him, and this and effort right here. Teresa.
Now, I did find the back a little interesting, how Andy was trying to get Teresa to realize what she did, and Teresa still was like, no, I didn't do that.
She refuses. It's logic.
We just did it 5 minutes before.
It was logic, and she still doesn't. She understands, but she doesn't want to say it. She's never going to admit that she's wrong. She doesn't give a shit. She doesn't care.
Even when she walked out of the room with Louie, and she's still saying, but I didn't do it. And he's like, you have to, I actually appreciated Louie saying, you have to know that he feels that way and acknowledge it and let it go.
I know.
I respected him. So, you know, I thought he did a really good job in the back. I don't know. I'm still on the fence about Louie. I know everybody else has made up their mind, but I haven't.
I don't understand how he's doing it. How is he doing it without actually doing it?
This was my point on Adam's live earlier, because everybody's like, no, leave him, get rid of him. What? And everybody's like, because if he's this way on camera, he's way worse. What if he's worse with the cameras because of anxiety or something like that? He's much more calm and mellow otherwise. Because Andy, even when he was like leaving the room, he was going, we need your calmness, Louie. So I'm like, well, maybe he is calm in general, and the cameras and stuff are too much for him.
How is it? Okay, I keep saying this. It's not a coincidence that all of a sudden, after meeting Louie, now she has all these issues with Melissa and Joe's loyalty from seasons past, and she has problems with Marge now, and she has problems with Dolores because she's not a couple, which that makes absolutely no sense. Who gives a shit? You've been with friends for over 30 years. What does that matter? And you don't hang out with Joe and Melissa. You're not close. You're not close. You've been close for your whole life. What are you talking about, lady? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not how, it's what I mean. Maybe he's not telling her to do anything, but like, she's still doing it, but it's just not, it can't be a coincidence. So something in her brain.
Really? Because I've always thought Teresa was kind of like that kind of person. Oh,
but she has never done that before. When she's never done that out before.
I don't think she did.
Who though? For what though? Who? But she did Melissa and Joe, but like in the very beginning. But then she ended up cutting Kathy out for them. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, she did cut Kathy, oh my god,
she never had a good reason besides Kathy came on the show. But Kathy's like, well, what did I do before that? And she didn't have any reason. She just cut her out. She said there was no reason she cut her out before. I'm just saying, there are.
I mean, yeah, you're right. Because I mean, she kind of at the end blamed it on the mom and the dad, or the moms. You know,
but she was close to them, and they've been fighting for much longer.
Right, that's what I mean. But like, she's like, well, you know, my, you know, I see. I don't know. Like, I don't understand.
Maybe Teresa is that type of person. I'm just throwing it out
But
there,
I don't
people.
like
I
you.
know we all love Teresa. I
What's
love
the reason
Teresa.
for having Dolores around?
Oh, now I'm not sure if anybody caught Up and Adam's live earlier with Kim D, but if you didn't,
I was
you should go back and watch.
Kim D is 99.9% correct about everything, but yeah.
Now Kim D did say, because Teresa said on the reunion she didn't invite her because she wasn't in a couple, which wasn't true because she was in a couple at the time. Right. But even worse than that, Teresa invited somebody who wasn't in a couple.
Jim, we talked to a number of people today, and a lot of people are upset.
And Kim D said that during the special
with
Adam.
We kind of already knew that anyway, but like, she said, well, not a couple. Oh, we don't hang out that much anymore. Or we don't double date. It's like, I mean, it's just so like that doesn't even make sense. That's not even a reason. That's not a real logical reason. Oh, and if I were Dolores, I would have been like, so, so that's on like, so what? I was there for the other 30, 40 years of your life. What do you mean?
No.
So like, how is he doing it without actually doing it? But like, maybe he's not. Then I don't know. I feel like it's not a coincidence. So I
feel like we should give him the benefit of the doubt. I know.
I was though. I was.
You were, and I wasn't before, and now I am because I'm starting to see a little bit different.
I don't get like I'm not subscribing to that he's a weirdo. I'm not subscribing that he's a control freak. I mean, maybe a little bit. I'm not subscribing that he's like abusive or mentally abusive anymore. I don't think he does that with Teresa. I feel like it maybe just I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't understand how it could be happening without actually happening. Like I don't know. Like maybe in her brain she feels like she has to cut her. See, to me, don't you want everybody that loves you and everybody 100%. You love to enjoy your time, to enjoy your like happiness? So why are you cutting out people? That's another thing. Are you afraid that they're going to see something that like, you know, you only want his family to see? Like, you know what I mean? Just to me, it's like, what are you afraid of, Teresa? I'm just saying, I just can't figure out what her reasoning behind cutting out people. Did you go somewhere? I don't know what your reasoning is to be cutting out people that she loves, like her family and all that. I would like to know where our Adam's family people are, but I love Terry and everybody else.
No, everybody had stuff. I mean, between the live and stuff, I'm sure though. I'm not gonna worry about it. Just focus on you and me. So this is a very touchy subject. I know that we debated going into it, but I think it's important, the Jackie conversation with the eating disorder. I just want to acknowledge how amazing she is.
Everything
even come on TV with that.
Yeah, everything's based on our opinions and our experiences only.
Yeah, but I think we just want to throw out there how much we respect Jackie.
No, I
and just putting her story out there. Thank you.
I can see that, like, I think it was her choice to walk away for a little bit. I feel like.
Yeah, I think there's been different rumors that it was actually her choice. So we're
we
love you.
Yeah, because I don't see why she would be why they would choose her to go or her half go or whatever it is.
She was amazing.
We're going to see her, right? Like she's going to be a friend of, right?
I think she's going to be a friend of. So.
Good. I hope so. And like, I hope that she just gets whatever, because the 99.9% of Kim D that was right. There's 1% of her that's completely freaking wrong, and we don't have to go into what part of that she's wrong.
No saying anything about Kim D. I loved her.
I don't want her putting that out there when it's not true. It can hurt.
About the Jackie thing.
Yes. Like, why are you? I literally in the chat. I'm like, what the F are you doing, Kim? Like, stop. I was like, Kim, shut the F up. Shut up.
I think she was just having fun because she didn't put any names out there. I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt.
She literally made it, and she added so much to that story that was of not even true, out of the universe, pulled out of her freaking asshole. Sorry.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Because I know that person, and she has a family, and she's never left her husband. That never happened. It was never a thing. It never happened. Like, that person's family can be like destroyed if she does that. Like, it cannot. Like, I can't even believe it. I was like, literally, my jaws. I was like, oh my god, I could just see like smoke.
All right, so these are just our opinions, just reminding everybody. But we are really happy that Up and Adam got that interview. It was really cool. If you haven't seen it, go over to Up and Adam and definitely watch that after our.
I love Kim D. Like, I like her. We're cool, but like, You know, oh, I always forget to say I am from Jersey and you are from that area. That makes it make more sense.
Yes.
Oh, I like Kim D. I am all for. I said Kim D needs her own platform, like Dana, because Kim.
I think she has one now.
Does she?
Yeah, she was promoting it. So we
good.
definitely
Good.
I will share that later on my Instagram or on my Twitter. If anybody follows me, we'll put that up. So
she goes on everybody else's platform and gives all the good tea. I'm like, no, you need your own because you know everything.
She has hers because she goes in her pajamas and everything on it. I don't remember it off the top of my head, but I think if you search Kim D on YouTube, you can find her. She does have a platform now.
And she's right. Those people that he named, they are nobody. I even Googled those people and I went to my yearbook and I went to like every yearbook I could find. I don't know any of these people they're supposedly getting looked at for like filming or supposed to be Teresa's friend, Melissa's friend, this friend's friend, that one's friend. Yeah. I don't think any of these people know Melissa or Teresa because they're actually way younger and it doesn't make
sense.
Are they? Oh. Yes, it just didn't make, and I was like, wait a minute, no, like it's not even the same area. It's not even the same. It's like you live here, and that's from the school here. I don't know how they would know each other. It didn't make any sense. And I was like, and I didn't even know the people by name. So that just tells you something. Like I never heard of them.
I love Terry's comment. I am in awe of Jackie's strength. I think she's an absolutely incredible person. I'm 100% with you, Terry. I loved her, and I'm in awe of her and how brave she is to come out with that. And I think she's going to help so many people who are watching. Just thank you, Jackie. If you're watching or you ever see this, thank you for coming out with your story. I can't imagine how difficult that was, but it's absolutely remarkable. I mean, there were things I didn't know in a million years. So thank you.
Like her strength and like her saying, just to be like, so odd, like she's wants like just to say like how she was not hiding things from Evan, but like just her like rawness and just like her. I love her, and like that's why I'm so protective of that whole thing because she doesn't need that. She doesn't need that. We love you, Jackie. We know it's not true. I know it's not true. Kim D's talking out her ass. I don't know where she goes.
Okay, no more about Kim D.
Listen. I'll just put it. Kim might have heard that. Ken might have actually heard that story from stupid Teresa at one point. And like it might have just because, like I said, Teresa made that up in her head and production put it in her head. It was never a thing. It was because she was drunk and they production made her say it. And that's why I was like, Kim knows this. So I think she heard it. Maybe she's repeating a rumor. Maybe she might be repeating a rumor. I'll give her that because I love Jackie. But I'm going to go for somebody's head.
I think Kim D probably knows all the rumors that go on because of Posh.
I live here, and listen. If that happened, that would have been. We would have found out a year ago when it would have been done and over with. There would have been divorces and rumor. It would have been squashed. It would have happened. There would have been all kinds of fireworks, and we would have known who. It would have been nothing. It doesn't take a year and a half in New Jersey to figure out who's sleeping with who and who's not. Trust me. Everybody, listen. It's just not true. That picture is a picture.
I think we all agree that the Jackie rumor isn't true. I think we should also agree that Kim D did an amazing job on Up and Adam, and we're going to leave it at that.
Never happened. I don't know what the hell she's talking about. But anyway.
Well, these are our opinions, just remember, and we do love
No, it is my opinion, and then I'm telling you that, she's out there.
No, I don't think that thing happened. I do think Kim D hears a lot of stuff because she works at a place. And come on,
yeah, that's
looks
true.
like somebody.
Gosh, but she knows better. But I think
she does look like somebody everybody's coming up to and whispering in their ear. That we've seen.
Oh yeah, they also want to get her in trouble. They also want Kim to run her mouth and get her in trouble. And
so maybe somebody's setting Kim.
All right, you know what? You're right because I can actually say, truthfully, honestly, say that does happen, and they try to make her believe things so she will say stuff whether she knows it's true or not because they know that she will and. I just want Kim to know that we love her regardless. We don't need her to spill anything she doesn't need to spill. That she doesn't have a resort. She's great on her own. We don't need anybody else making her great. Kim D is amazing. And she's going to do really good on her thing because she has all the gossip. She knows all the rumors. She knows what's true and she knows what's not. And that's the one thing that I feel like somebody set her up for that. And I feel like that's not her fault. And I love her. And yeah.
Absolutely.
Like, I cannot wait for her not have to deal like with all the other platforms and stuff when she just has her own, which I guess she does now. And then people can really see like, and she's not hated by Bravo like Dana Wilkie is. So like Dana's amazing.
Oh,
because
no. I love Dana.
No, it's the truth. Bravo hates Dana. No, you know that. She's banned from Bravo. She's banned. No, you understand, it's an actual ban. They're not allowed to speak to her. But Andy said no, she's really not allowed to. She's completely banned by Bravo, I promise you.
Okay, Bravo does lift those. We're not a part of Dana Wilkie's thing.
No, we're not a part of Dana at all. I'm just saying, like, I feel like she'll do better than Dana because like she actually has relationships with Bravo people still. And she can do Bravo interviews. And Dana can't.
We wish you all the best, Dana. And if you ever see this, we love you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Love you, Dana.
Yeah.
Love you.
Yeah. We wish her all the best.
Call me when I have 10,000 subscribers. I'm cool enough for you. Thank you. Love you.
I'm never gonna have 10,000. I'll
never either. Yeah, like
we'll never be friends. Yeah, but it's cool.
Cool for Dana Wilkie. Sorry, Dana. Love you.
It's cool. You'll never know who I am.
Whatever. I'm good. So I'm just like, I'm good. So now, should we talk about what else we have going on the rest of the week? Oh wait, now let's wrap up Jersey because we didn't talk about Dolores and how Andy really likes. Go ahead.
No, we have to talk about Dolores, and we have to talk about where Frank is living.
Oh my God, I didn't know that. How did I not? I was like,
see, there are things that happen in Jersey you don't know about.
Right, I know, but like, I feel like that's the right thing to do because Dolores is in a relationship, and she had to move out of her townhouse, so that means she had to go back to her house with the kids. And if she has a boyfriend, it'll be weird for Frank to be there because it's no longer.
She had a boyfriend when he moved in the first time.
No, but she also had a town. No, she had two separate houses. She had a townhouse with her kids, her other house.
No, hold on.
What?
When Frank moved in, we saw him. The kids were off in school.
Right. Yes.
She was dating David at that time.
Right, but that was the townhouse.
But no, that was their house.
The house that Frank, wait. Yeah, the house that the kids and Frank, right. All right, so the house that Frank moved in was their house. Yes. With Dolores. But when Dolores had Mel's her townhouse, she had to move back into that house. So having a boyfriend, Frank can't be there. It's weird.
Yeah, but before Paulie entered, that's a new boyfriend's name.
Well, I guess but David had his own house. Yeah, but she could go to David's house. But she also can go
in fact live with Frank and her.
Yeah, but like I guess they're different. It was different with that because
exactly. But I don't understand the difference. If she was comfortable doing it when she was dating David, we
gotta back up because I'm confused because I see the difference, but I'm trying to see how you
Okay, so here is how I'm confused. And anybody in chat or after the replay, please comment if you understand this.
All right. Okay.
All right. So when we first got introduced to Frank, they were living separately and he had a girlfriend. Then him and the girlfriend broke up. The kids moved to college except for the young boy who lived there for a few months, Frankie. So then Frankie moved in with Dolores and Frankie, and she was dating David at that time. She was dating David.
Yeah.
I went back and I watched.
Yeah.
So then they dated for a long time. Then Frank did get hurt, and he moved into David's. Oh no! First, David, when they were building the house together, moved in with them, which was a little weird. So it was David,
all
Frank
of them,
Senior, and Dolores. And then when David's house was done, he moved out. Then Frank got hurt, and he moved in with David for David to take care of him.
Yeah.
And then Frank moved back with Dolores. While
yes,
still dating Dolores.
I see. You're right. It is, but I think it's the people. I think it's because Paulie must. I mean, it must just be different, I think because David, where like I said before, it's different. Yes, it's a boyfriend and a boyfriend, but David works so much that there was so much time for Frank and Dolores to still. David was okay with Frank being around because he could be that person for Dolores. Now, Paulie doesn't work as much. He's always with Dolores, so there's like how you can't have both of them there. But like with David, I feel like the friendship with Frank was just way stronger, and it was able to build a better friendship because David wasn't around as much because he worked. Paulie came into the situation, and I guess just I don't know. I have to figure out. I don't want to say too much, but I guess like Dolores said, they don't see each other, so they don't have time to have a relationship. They don't have time to build any relationship because Frank has, I guess, I don't know what happened, and I'm assuming that it's because like she said, that's why the kids are still there and he's not. But he is building his own house. Finally. Does he have an income?
I love that comment by Andy.
Yeah, he does have an income. Yes.
So my question for the replay crew and the people watching today: are you on Paulie's side or David's side? Who got missed? Because I feel like David got shortchanged a little bit because Dolores' excuse was, "Well, I'm in a relationship now." You were in a relationship before you were living with him.
I don't know. David just did not have a
problem. I don't get it.
They didn't have a problem. I remember Dolores and Frank sharing a room down the shore last summer. But we all know that they're not going to sleep together. I think everybody knew that. And I think David knew that. But I don't know if Paulie knows that. Yes. We all know that. Frank's kids know that. Frank knows that. Dolores knows that. The whole world knows Frank and Dolores aren't sleeping together.
It's a little strange that she had two different rules, and then
it's not. It's just. I think it's different rules because it's different. It's different people. It's a different relationship. It's a different type of relationship. It's a more serious, more Paulie's around more. There, there's it's kind of this time. Maybe it's just different. This time, I feel like I don't know, and maybe it's just time for Frank to get his own house too. He's only living with David, I think, until his house is finished. But I just maybe feel when she said this time I have a boyfriend, oops, I guess she didn't realize who. But I don't think I don't see it as the same because it's just different. Because David was not there 90% of the time. And it's a shame. Everybody loves David. I'm wondering how he's having a relationship. Oh, God, I stop that comment. How he's having that relationship with another person. Isn't that strange?
Louie's ex, Teresa didn't want to admit with his
know
ex.
What he thinks of that. I want to know what do you guys think about that? How is that even happening? David is a normal doctor guy. I'm not saying Louie's ex-girlfriends are not normal, but does this seem thirsty for either one of them or what? I don't get it. How did that happen? I know we live in a small town, a small couple towns, but I want to, how did that happen? That's not by accident.
Now, whose side were you on that? Was Teresa right that it wasn't a girlfriend after 2 months?
No,
or was Dolores right that was a girlfriend?
He's a freaking asshole. Teresa's never going to say that anybody was his girlfriend. Of course it was his girlfriend. Come on. It was somebody that he was sleeping with up until he met you, and then he realized, ding, 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 money, money. Now, I keep saying he wasn't after her money, but I think he's after her. But, he dropped that person, right? Is that the person he dropped for Teresa? Allegedly?
Yeah, he just didn't call, from what Dolores said on the reunion.
Out of here.
He met Teresa, and he never called her again. He
never
called her.
But how did she meet David? How did this girl meet David? I need to know this.
Well, it's a small town. Couldn't they have just kind of known each other from social events?
Oh, social events, but David doesn't go to social events. David doesn't go out, ever.
Maybe Dolores set him up.
Frank. Maybe Frank set him up, actually. Maybe Frank set him up, actually. Actually, I have to ask him that.
Oh, I have a little bit of a tid. All right, has anybody seen Miami's Alexis? Oh, my God, I forgot Alexis's last name. Alexis has her own podcast from Miami.
Okay.
Or she was on the Bravo podcast. I forget. I watch a lot of stuff, obviously. Well, she had Teresa on, and Teresa admitted that Louie had met Alexis before. And Alexis told the story that Louie came up like a fan. I might be exaggerating this, but he came up and knew who she was when they were traveling. And this is before Teresa and Louie were together, so he just met her. So is he a housewife hunter?
I'm
throwing it out there.
All I know is that he had a shore house with somebody, a couple houses down from where she had a shore house, or where she was staying, which I can't say whose house it was, but she would leave and he would leave at the same time, and where our houses are, when you look outside of our house, there's like a street, and then a boat, like it's like a rock wall thing, and then the beach. But you have parking there. Well, she'd walk out to the car, and Louie would walk out to the car, and then like every time I guess he would see her walk out, like he would walk out and he would look at her, and then one day he decided to talk to her. But it happened to be a week after her they buried her dad, and it just seemed like she asked for something and she got it. She asked for happiness and her parents sent it, and that's what I've been saying this whole time. That I feel like her parents sent Louie, but like I'm just starting to see like she turned into this vicious, evil, angry person to like this to Marge. Well, Marge did nothing to her ever, nothing until this year. But this year she deserved it. But like Marge wasn't really being a friend. Marge really was. I feel like Marge she deserved now. Like knowing now how Teresa feels, now I have to almost say I was like she was on Marge's side, because now I hope Marge recognizes that she wasn't doing that because she cared. She was doing that to Teresa because Teresa deserved it. She feels because of the hair pulling, and she's like just going after.
I still believe Marge's intentions were good going into the season.
I feel like she just really mistaken the fact that she thought Teresa and her were friends.
Okay, I agree with that.
Because Teresa was like, screw you, like she was gonna fight. And she's still going after her. Like she's still blaming everything on her. She's like, because of this one. I was like, what are you?
All heard the rumors.
And then because Marge must have did it. Like
she's like, Marge brought it up, making it bigger. No, I'm sorry, it's plenty big. You're Teresa.
No, I would have been asking you anyway.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. Oh, hi to everybody on Twitter watching us.
Oh, hi to everybody on Twitter watching. I can't tell if you.
I can. So hi, I can see you.
Do you want to tell me a number, or will I have a nervous breakdown if you tell me?
You have a few people over on Twitter, so I just want to say hi to them.
Hi.
Really.
Yeah. So I feel like so we just, man, I didn't want a part 3. It's always so long, but I guess we do need it because
we need it.
Yeah, we have.
I love New Jersey, and I like 3 parts. 2 seems a little short, except for OC. There needed to be 2. But.
Oh my God! I just remember what was on tonight. What was coming on tonight? Sorry.
That's why we didn't want this to be wicked long, because I gotta go make popcorn.
Oh my God! Somebody said that tonight's Beverly Hills is going to be the first episode. It's going to be so explosive. All right, let's wrap up Jersey so we can talk about other stuff real quick. All right.
I think we're kind of done with Jersey. If anybody else has anything in the comments,
we still have one more week. But oh my God, next week we'll have a Jersey finale, and then okay. So go ahead.
So, this is my question for the replay crew and everybody in the chats.
Yes.
Are you going into next season? Are you a Louie fan? Or are you against Louie? So I want to tell me why you're for Louie or why you're against Louie. And I also am just curious, is anybody still on Teresa's side? If you are, no judgment, but let us know.
And so we're not on Jennifer's side, right? We're on Marge's side. So
I'm still kind of in between. We're a little bit.
Well, I mean, I feel like we got that at the end, so we're gonna have more next week. So we'll see.
I feel like I need a little bit more. I see where Marge is coming from. I get that. I am the protective friend. I would have been there for Jackie, and I would have been throwing those punches. Let's not lie. I would have thrown them. So I get how Marge did it. My heart breaks for her, and I really feel like Jennifer tried to fix her ways a little bit this season. Yes, she's not rolling her eyes as much this reunion as all the others. So
I know. I was like
a little growth.
Yeah, I'm confused on why people don't like Melissa, but that's fine. We'll talk about that next week.
I love Melissa.
I see people saying "Oh, get rid of Melissa. She doesn't have a storyline. They don't do this or this. She's nothing without Teresa. She's nothing without Joe."
She was in it this season. She was in it with Jennifer.
I think that Teresa and Joe make a good story. I don't know what everybody's talking about. I want to see more of their kids. I want to see more of their life.
I love Melissa and Joe. I love Melissa. She doesn't even need Joe. I love
inner sparkings of their life. I love that. It's so new. I'm so nosy. I just like that. I love seeing how everybody else lives, and especially around here, because their house, their other house, the house they live in now is like one of those. They're renting a house and it's really cute. It's like like I saw it. It's a colonial one. I forgot that's on the show, but like their other house. Oh my god, it was like a fairy tale. Yeah, like honestly, like you don't even. It's like fairy. Like you wouldn't even expect to see it where it is, and then you see it, and you're like, it just looks like it should be in like a fantasy world. Like the way it was lit up at nighttime was all lit up, like all lights and trees. It's like amazing, freaking amazing. He's a really good builder, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, and he comes up like he designs the stuff, so he is phenomenal. Like
Joe is not given enough credit because of all the Joe Judice dissing him.
Yeah, like I swear to God, like that stuff is not true. Like he's nothing. I told you, like he's not a crook. Like he's very extremely talented. He makes a lot of money, and he deserves to make a lot of money because he's really talented and he works hard. So yeah, and I'm disgusted by the way she treats her brother too. Like, who are you to call your brother a bitch boy? Mm-hmm. I would have. Like, are you kidding me? I would have walked off too. And like, literally, I would have kept, if I were Andy too, if I were Andy, thank God he walked back there and mediated that because that needed to be happening. Because she needed to hear from somebody that she'll listen to. And I feel like she'll try to listen to Andy a little bit. She was trying to anyway.
I feel like we jumped all over the place tonight, but the reunion was just so much intense. So.
Yeah, the apology was disgusting. It was not an apology. She's a horrible apologist like me. Well, no, I know. I apologize correctly. But she's like, her apologies mean nothing because she's like, I'm sorry. She's like, I did say sorry. I said sorry. I wasn't trying. I wasn't offending him. I wasn't putting him down. Do you not understand? Like, she doesn't get it. She does get it, but she doesn't want to get it. She doesn't think that's how's that not? And then tell your boyfriend not to come out here and do the same shit because you're going to call him a bitch boy for doing the same thing. Well, he's got to answer to Margaret. Margaret started it. No, I would have been asking him these questions anyway. Asshole. Sorry, I'm already getting in trouble for cursing. Sorry. I already cursed him.
Got so far.
I know. I don't know how I'm going to fix that because I keep saying that I'm not going to fix it, but I can't help it.
You were so close. Did everybody see how close
you were? I know, but no, I already messed up earlier.
Barely.
But anyway.
Anyway.
Great. And then, okay, so tonight is Housewives. Why did I think it was June 1st? Because then I realized what June 1st was.
That's Dubai.
Oh, yes. And Married at First Sight wraps up tonight. I don't know if you watch it, but Terry does. And I watch it, Terry. If you want me to recap it, I will. And I will talk about it because Terry, real quick, who do you think is going to stay together? Tell me in the chat. Who do you think is staying together? And who do you think? Okay, because Married at First Sight, it's usually a 50% ratio. 50% stay together, 50 don't. And that's really good for United States because there's one in Australia and they are horrible. There's a 0% success rate. This one, I feel like, I'll tell you who. I think Steve and Louie will stay together. I think that Crazy Girl and Mark, the shark, will stay together, but eventually get divorced. I think that Olajuwon and Katina will stay together. But I think that the other couple, I love them. I can't remember their stupid names right now. Not stupid names, I can't remember their names. And I think they will not stay together. But I want to know what Terry thinks. But anyway, so Beverly Hills comes on tonight. And if I have to, you are going to hear, oh my God, every Friday, you think I'm crazy now. Wait till you see how I react to freaking Renna and Erica.
Yeah.
Lose.
We've already been fighting earlier today in case anybody missed.
Oh my God, I was going to kill Zach. I'm going to kill
me too. Me and Zach are agreeing.
What the heck is wrong with him? How does he not see the Erica's? I'm gonna start to sweat right now because I'm not gonna go through this with him again. I can't. I'm not doing this again.
But I'm not gonna go through it with me on Friday morning. So anybody around on Friday morning,
seriously.
Sorry I missed last week.
I have to say this. We are no further along in 2 years with this freaking asshole than we were 2 years ago. Okay, she's morally guilty. I don't care, Zach, that she's not being charged in a court of law. It doesn't matter. Remember, O.J. Simpson, doesn't matter what happens in court. It does not matter.
Okay, I know we wanted to wrap up about 7 o'clock, so we are hitting the 7 o'clock mark. You want to do your finishing things? Because I would like to do the finishing remark. Like,
comment, subscribe, share, all of it, Twitter, all of that stuff, because that helps. It's free. And we're going to keep doing Whose Side. And that's my next point is, so tomorrow we have a bunch of lives somewhere else to do. That's where we're going to be. but you'll see us. And then Friday, we're doing the recap of Beverly Hills. She was called Whose Side, but I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm never on air. We're going to I don't know what's going to happen. We'll call it recap and Whose Side. I'm not really sure. We'll just do whatever.
We're going to do like the recap first, and then we're going to do the Whose Side on the second part of it. But the title of this thing will be Whose Side, because that's what we do together, and Krista does a lot of other stuff too.
And then Dubai, we're going to figure that out. But we're definitely going to do Dubai, and that's going to be like another big one. So we're going to have like 3 big things that I can't figure out. I'm trying to say that like something else will start. Oh, Atlanta's going right now.
We're on Atlanta. I'm obsessed.
Okay, so Atlanta. Okay.
All right, so we're going to talk about this offline, and then we're going to try and make some comments on my Twitter and her Twitter and our Instagrams to let everybody know what's going on, because we're still in the middle of figuring that all out.
But we're doing Atlanta. We're not giving up on it. It's just
we're not giving up on Atlanta because I am obsessed with Marlo, so we can't.
Me too. So maybe we'll figure it out. So
we're going to put this all out later. You will see us on Friday morning at 11:15. I apologize for a family matter last week, but we will be back on our regular time slot at 11:15 on YouTube on Friday morning. Yes. Do you mind if I close it out?
I don't care. Yeah, go ahead.
So very important message going out tonight. Anybody with mental health, anybody with eating disorders, please seek help. And hey, we're all here for you. We love you, and take care of yourselves.
And so that's all I'm gonna say. Judgment. Like, we're open book, and we will talk about anything you want. If you have any ideas, if you want to talk about that stuff, I definitely will talk about it. We can talk about it.
Yeah, we love you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Bye.